Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Ketubot, page 64. As we've mentioned previously, there is an obligation that a man must provide for his wife clothing, food, as well as intimacy, marital relations. And she also needs to provide numerous things. In addition to that, also intimacy to her husband. On this, the Talmud here discusses what happens in the event that she is moredes, literally rebels, namely that she refuses allowing her husband to have relations with her. On this, we know that there is a ksuba, which is the name of the Gemara that we're studying, and that is a certain amount of money that she is entitled to in the event that they get divorced. Now, this could be a substantial amount of money. On this, the Talmud here says that if she refuses, what we can do, first of all, is we may actually publicly announce that this is what she is doing to her husband. And this level of embarrassment may cause her to rethink what she's doing, and she'll hopefully go back to her husband, and the two of them will continue in the ways of a man and a woman, a husband and a wife. If not, either the ksuba is completely taken away from her, she does not get anything, or every day that this continues, it gets deducted. Money keeps getting deducted for ksuba. On the other hand, if, let's say, the husband refuses to have intimate marital relations with his wife, it's the same thing, but in reverse. The ksuba is hers. So in this situation, the Talmud tells us that we will cause him a financial loss. That every day we're going to be adding more and more and more onto her ksuba. And on this, it's discussed exactly how much is deducted, how much is added. It's fascinating that the amounts are different for a man and a woman, which is a whole other discussion. There's also a distinction whether Shabbat, the Sabbath, is also included among the days that these deductions or addings take place, which there is also a distinction regarding a man and a woman. But in general, we see a very important message, and that is, in the event that a man or a woman in a relationship refuses to have relations, refuses to be intimate with their spouse, this the Talmud considers is an act of rebelliousness. This is not acceptable behavior in a marriage. So much so that the Talmud says that we will make such a big deal about it. We may even publicly announce what you're doing, because what you're doing is not proper. And it doesn't matter if it's the husband making this statement or it's the woman, the wife doing it. It's wrong on both sides. It's important that even though it's true, you may have conflicts in your relationship, in your marriage, but to hold back intimacy from one spouse is considered by the Talmud standards totally wrong, to the point that we will actually cause penalties and major fines will take place until you finally figure out a way to be able to regain the intimacy in your marriage and hopefully have a peaceful relationship.